Yeah, hi guys. I know absolutely nobody gives a shit about me anymore, because all I seem to do is repeat myself, but I thought I'd still do a little weekly recap, so we can all reflect on just how sad my life really is. I still believe I am at the pinnacle of TikTok, which is worrying. But anyway, let's get this shit started, shall we? On Monday, I made the claim that from now on, I would go back to screaming and spinning in circles every day. Because I have a God-given talent that is being wasted sitting in my bedroom, repeating myself. So I spent the next 5 hours repeating myself. In the morning, I almost exclusively told my small audience that I was onto them for the best part of 4 hours. With the only times this monotony was broken up was when I decided to go to the kitchen, where I pretended to be angry and threw some bread around. And I finished the morning beg session showing my full comedic wit and imagination by placing my deodorant in the toilet, which I also made a TikTok about, and then repeatedly told everyone to go and watch this post for about an hour. In the afternoon, I appeared in Camden, where I screamed and span in circles, and I caused happiness and joy to absolutely nobody. I didn't really dance much. I just paced up and down, did a few spins, shouted that I was onto people, before returning home for a lazy and tired evening beg session, where I spent 3 hours repeating myself in exchange for no gifts. On Tuesday, I began the day in a sad mood. Probably yesterday's screaming took it out of me, because I am a weak and pathetic human specimen. I lazily repeated myself for 2 hours, with only 2 things of interest happening. Firstly, I battled a group of African dancers who showed me what dancing is supposed to be, a happy, energetic, enjoyable watch. And as usual, the clear lesson was lost on me, and I miserably watched on with a finger in my eye, learning nothing. And then I decided to give the small viewing audience watching a disgusting close-up of my teeth while singing that famous was my middle name. And of course, I repeated this for an uncomfortable amount of time. I went out again, screaming and spinning in circles for just under an hour, and as usual, this involved me pacing up and down rather than dancing, and I shouted my TikTok name. I rarely even do my tappy taps anymore. And I finished the day with another lifeless evening of repeating myself, showing I truly have absolutely no personality at all. And it would have been better for society if Bukaki Sue had wiped me down the curtain rather than serve me this life sentence of meaningless, repetitive misery. Wednesday was a day where we all eagerly anticipated the arrival of my first ever TikTok arranged agency battle, when my greedy expectations had me believe I was going to be given a lot of money. I began the day lost and confused, which is normal as I am mentally challenged, but I was once again unenthusiastic and lazy and wasted the morning repeating myself. I kept true to my word so far to scream and spin in circles every day, and in the afternoon took my 300 viewers on a walk of the local area, spinning on the way to a couple of traffic light crossings where I stopped to scream my name at passing cars. As usual, there wasn't really anything seen that could be described as dancing. It was me pacing up and down while shouting, but we did see quite a high rate of spinning in circles. And when I grew dizzy from spinning, it was time for the megastar to get on the bus and go home, where I manically became fixated that all of the viewers now must hold their phones and tap on them. But my signal was bad and the live cut out on me. And then in the evening, at 7 p.m, finally the time arrived where I expected people to give me lots of money. It was time for the battle. So, sitting with a Mr. Bean filter on, making the comedy of what was about to unfold even better, and keen to start taking people's money, at 7 p.m, I began searching for the other useless beggar to battle, but he was nowhere to be found. He had been made aware of what a cunt I am, and we can only assume, after learning about me, he didn't want to be associated with the shit that I spread to everyone. He ditched me to battle other people, leaving me alone, as usual, complaining with disappointment. I had lost my chance to get people's money, but keen to still take people's cash, I then battled a random person and told the viewers to pretend it was a big battle and still give me their money. And from this, there actually were a couple of sad cunts who handed me some money, and I amassed a score of just under 2,500, which to me seemed like a lottery win, as I usually only get pennies. And after this total humiliation, I spent the rest of my day waffling on about nonsense in my usual repulsive ways. And talking about waffling, I've waffled on myself so long. This post needs to end. I am currently trying to make viral content by eating a bowl of cereal and doing other pointless shit, and no doubt the rest of this week will be taken up using the Mr. Bean filter and repeating that boring shit endlessly, but thank you for watching. See you soon, my toasters.